Hi there, it's Jax with you today. Just making a video to show my latest knife that I just kind of finished. As you can tell by looking at my hands, this is what a knife maker's hands look like. Even after I showered and washed with scrubbed with soap and stuff like that, this is pieces of metal. Belt sander burn on my finger. The tip of the knife stabbing me there. And after a few days of constant washing, that'll go away, believe it or not. It sticks around pretty tenaciously. It's just dirt under the fingernails. Oops. Even on my finger, the steel gets burnt right into the skin. But you know what? It's all worth it, because here we go. Got a real beautiful knife that I just finished. Put the final touches on it, such as my maker's mark, and touched up the wood a bit, stained it and stuff like that. So anyways, what we're looking at here is a big knife. I mean, it's quite the handful. Nice thick handles here. Now, as you can see, it's a partial tang. So anyways, let me tell you about this knife. I was cutting a really big pork roast, and I noticed that the knife so I noticed the knife I was using didn't have a lot of depth of the cut and stuff like that. Anyways, so I sat down and I thought about what kind of knife I'd like, and I wanted a knife that put a lot of power at the point, a lot of penetrating cutting power at the point, so I can do draw cuts through deep meat and stuff like that, and also that I could use in different ways to chop. In fact, anyways, I settled on this Wharncliffe shape because I realized it can do it all. Now, of course, the inspiration for this is a Santoku. Quite a bit of difference there. You can see quite a bit of a difference. The point is more acute on mine. The Santoku has a sweep, kind of like a gentle little sweep in the blade, where this one's more perfectly straight. So that's kind of my inspiration. I wanted a cooking knife. Here's my block of knives that I've been using. The second latest knife that I finished, and happy to report this 15N20, when it's highly polished, doesn't patina very easily. Now, I probably won't be able to capture it, but there's a bit of patina forming around the JB thing. But it's true, when you mirror polish this steel, it really slows down the patina. Did some food prep with this guy here too, and it's a different steel, and it patinaed a little bit more. A little bit more than the other fella. Oops. You can't really make it out too well. My camera is never really good at that. But anyways, so I better hurry up with this video here. So anyways, I noticed that the the knife I was using wasn't making super deep cuts through this really thick roast. And this is just my all-around cooking knife here. So I can dice. I could do precise tip slices. I could I could pretty much do it all with this thing. It's got enough of a point, pretty impressive point, and I could pierce melons and stuff like that. It'll just do it all. It'll peel, it'll chop, it'll carve. It is really just an all-around good shape. So anyways, so I used up the last of my 15N20 European nickel carbon steel, and this is the remainder of the piece. As you can see, as usual, I went with a partial tang, and then filled in the rest with backspacer material. It doesn't quite line up there, but it wasn't going to. In the front it does, the darker wood. Different lengths of pieces of wood there. So anyways, I used a partial tang design, and what I did is I used ash for the handles. Now, ash wood right here is the exact block of wood that I took this these slabs from. Here's a chunk of ash from the firewood pile. So it's wood that's just, you know, a couple kilometers away. It's really beautiful wood, really, really white. This piece is a little bit dirty, but really white, attractive grain, some dark, beautiful rings. It's just a really pretty wood, and it's super desirable for a handle material. So I took this piece and I ran it through a circular saw until I ended up getting little slabs like this. Here's a piece of birch that I'm kind of curing. It was partially seasoned. This ash was like fully seasoned. So here's a piece of birch, but I got the ash down into a couple pieces like this, and that's what I made this handles from. So once again, just like my burr oak knife here, with the beautiful local grain burr oak, just a beautiful, beautiful grain. So it's really pleasing when you use your local woods and stuff like that. So anyways, so this is ash. It's really, really beautiful stuff. It was so incredibly white until I stained it, and then a bit of that grain came out. You can see a bit of the grain there, and then it's dark on the bottom. As you can see, beautiful stuff. This would look really attractive varathaned. I'm trying to capture it, how good it looks. And it's just a really nice wood. Super tough, super hard, and just something that people use for handles, and it's just a good handle wood. So great big thick slabs. Put them on a belt sander to get the both pieces even, and use those for handles. Just stained it. I didn't varathane it or lacquer it or anything. It would look really good if lacquer. You can see the darker vein, or grain I should say, and the bottom's just a dark color. And you can see that, you know, the white and the lighter and the darker there. Anyways, and then I just used the old aluminum rod there to peen it in. I didn't quite get them straight because the drilling surface moved a bit, but it's still in there really good. This thing's held together really, really well. Really strong. I hardened the steel, did all the usual heat treating. I stuck it in the fires, soaked it, quenched it in hot oil, brought it inside and tempered it at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I put it outside in -20 weather to kind of see if I could get anything out of a homemade cryo treatment with low temperatures like -20. I don't know if that's enough to convert some retained austenite. Long story short, I was trying to, hopefully it puts a little extra performance in there. Then I brought it back in and tempered it at 350. Did that twice for about 2.5 hours a piece, 2 to 2.5 hours a piece. So it got like 4.5 hours of tempering for such a thin blade steel. It came out nice and straight from the quench, perfectly straight, no warping, no nothing like that. And then I gave it the mirror polish with different grits of sandpaper. I finally got some sandpaper there. I don't know if you could... It's not perfect, but you can see me there filming. Anyway, so the steel's nice and hard, really well tempered. Polished it up. Then took it to the belt sander. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a great big bevel system on there. And you can see by the shinier silver, because it's really hard to film knives actually. So there's that big bevel to make sure the cutting edge is thin, and then the very cutting edge is a kind of, I guess it's not a micro bevel, but there's a 2 bevel system there. So let me just put this down here for a second. Hopefully I'm in frame. I don't know if I am. Sorry for the shoddy. So anyways, I sharpened her up. Hopefully I'm in frame, but it's blisteringly sharp. Actually, it's quite deadly sharp, actually. It's beautiful. It cuts really, really nice. Hopefully I could be seen, but so you can tell how big this thing is. So you know what? Just having fun recording and stuff like that. Hopefully I'm doing a decent job at it. But there's my cooking knife. Really happy with it. Really like using the wood from the area. And hopefully I can get some more steel. I got a piece of O1 left, but maybe I can use this birch here, because birch is a good hardwood. And it looks like it has a really nice grain that'll pop when you put some stain on it. And if you put some Varathane on this, it would pop even more in those beautiful browns. Like as you can see from the front there, it reminds me of a boat paddle. Sorry, I can't quite capture it. Anyways, before the video gets too long, it is Jax here with my little cooking knife, and wanted to record it before I started to cook with it, because she'll start taking a patina slowly but surely. But anyways, it's nice to record it as it's brand new. You could always polish it up and bring it back up to brand new later. But anyways, so that's the Ash handled 15N20 cooking knife. I don't think I forgot anything. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and we'll see you later. Bye.